Today I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make a cover art go viral on Instagram. Yeah, it's not gonna be, you know, the basic advice or whatever. It's gonna be like literal, like how I was able to make a cover art go viral on Instagram using this kind of like formula, I guess. Alright, so this is the cover art right here. This is that cover art I did for Samsung. I don't know why I said that weird, but as you can see, it got 2.6k likes here, 60 reposts, and probably like I think it was 50k views or some shit like that, maybe more. The reason behind it isn't just like kind of like look, I guess. It's more like, let me put it this way, when I was making it, I kind of knew it was gonna like pop off or it was gonna blow up. The main reason this kind of blew up is mainly because of controversy, and you're probably wondering why the fuck is this controversial in any way, shape, or form. You guys have to realize that this is a big like conflict between a lot of people's beliefs, and that's kind of like what I was tapping into. Like I was tapping into the Freemasonry, the occult kind of like inspirations here. So you can see this is like an hermetic principle here, where it's the law of correspondence. I'm pretty sure I made a video on this actually, the 9 vicious shit. I'm going to show you guys how you can tap into this kind of like controversy. So we have to understand what is like controversy, right? What does that even mean? Controversy is the divide of people. Well, that's how I see it. It's kind of like the divide of people, right? So in America, you have like the liberals and the Democrats. Like, I don't know how to spell this shit. You have the liberals and the, you have the liberal versus Democrats. You have, we'll use this as like an example, right? So we have the liberals and the Democrats, right? So let's say you target the liberals. If you create something that directly goes against their beliefs, right, you're gonna get hate from these guys over here, but you're gonna get support from these guys as well. So it's kind of like a divide where it's like a split. Like you want people to be split. Now, this doesn't have to just be about groups of people. This could literally just be your artwork. So you could make something that's like ass, but in a good way. Like if you can make something that looks ass to some people and good to others, that's like the best way to blow up as a designer, in my experience. I've had cover arts that went like that, where it's like there's just two types of people, and it has to be like a overwhelming, like they have to be fighting each other, right? And that's why it blows up. If you can utilize this, just controversy in general, in your artwork, you will create a lot more interesting pieces, a lot more meaningful shit, especially if you can use it like in a good way. So a lot of people use controversy in the form of homage. That's another way. Political events, taboo topics, anything that kind of sparks conversation around something. So, you know, if someone's paying homage to fucking like, if someone's paying homage to someone who's like really respected, and they disrespect their art by making something like that, but their music is shit, like that's gonna spark conversation, right? Political events, people like doing fucking let's just take 9/11 for an example. Like if someone makes a song about 9/11, that's gonna get talked about. If someone makes a Jew bar, that's gonna get talked about. If someone, 9 Vicious is doing this right now, where he's fucking on a run with fucking Israel and shit like that. So I'm gonna spin the wheel, and then we're gonna create a cover for the artist in a controversial kind of way, and we're gonna see like how we can fit it into their own like branding or their own kind of like music or whatever, and just see what happens with this shit, because we really don't know what's gonna happen. Because I don't want to keep doing like underground artists, I guess I'm gonna do more like mainstream shit. So this is like a mainstream wheel. It has a couple of underground artists on here, but they're more like mainstream underground artists like Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, and all that. Alright, so we got Caribou. What a strange. We're not doing big X to plug, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we could do big X to plug though. We actually could. I just got an idea, bro. We could make him skinny. That might sound so stupid, because bro, this is fucking insane. This is a crazy ass build, I'm not gonna lie. It is low-key a tough build though. We're gonna go into a 3000 by 3000 pixel document, and we're gonna drag in that picture. Alright, boom. Right, so we're gonna grab the skinny filter, whatever the hell it is, skinny template. We need it to be like in the same pose. I'm gonna use AI to like make the skinny filter in that pose, but not actually make them like skinny, if that makes sense, right? So we'll draw an outline in red, just kind of like the general like shape. Yeah, this is a crazy outline, not gonna lie. All right, we're gonna grab this. We're gonna go into AI. I'm just gonna use Gemini just because I was like, bro, I don't need anything else. Make me a skinny slash. All right, this is gonna be like a crazy job to do. Not gonna lie. Let me just get rid of the background here just so I can see it better. Okay, so we'll start off with the stomach here. As you guys can probably imagine, this is a bit outside of my profession, but we're gonna make this shit work. Fuck it, give bro the whole body. Fuck it. Shit, fuck it. Let's just warp. Oh my god. That's actually a pretty good job. We're gonna just warp the rest though. Postal. No, we're gonna go to grid. Maybe like a 4x4. Hold on, wait, this is actually believable though. We just gotta change his shorts up. Let's just get like, alright, we'll get this dude's shorts right. Let's do this dude. It's pretty accurate, man. Hey, this low-key believable though. Nah, that shit looks so fake. Hold on. Should look fine after adjustments on it. We're gonna go into our ultimate adjustment pack. If you guys do want to go ahead, check that shit. I'm gonna leave a link down below. So usually what I do when I go ahead and bring it into my adjustment pack, I usually hit Alt, Control, Shift, and then E, which just merges everything on top. And then you can Control C, Control V. Bring it down below everything, and then go into the CCs here, and clean dark will work the best. We're just gonna obviously lighten it up a bit, get rid of this grain. So now that we actually have this, we can go ahead and add our light into it. Is this the craziest? This is low-key tough though. I fuck with it a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I do want to get rid of the vibrance maybe, but yeah, we're gonna just add like kind of like shadows to them. So we're gonna bring this exposure layer down. We're gonna invert the mask, and then I like to use my pen, my like drawing tablet for this, but you can use a mouse. All you gotta do is bring the fill down to about 20, and then your opacity down to 20 ish, like that. And then we can go over kind of like some you want to make sure your brush is on white, so press X to change it. And then we can just like go through like this, just create shadows and shit like that. This has a lot of shadows already, so there's really not much to do for us, but we can just like add it onto like the chest and shit like that. Kind of blend it in a bit. We're gonna create a new exposure layer. We're gonna bring this like up a bit, just make it like super bright. Do the same thing, invert it, and then we can go ahead, create some like shadows or highlights here. Now, just because we did a kind of shit job, I'm gonna cover that up, so I'm just gonna like extend it downwards. I'm just gonna go like this. We're gonna create like a big net around them. Up the flow, up the opacity, we're gonna create like this. And we're gonna put black and white, and then we're gonna bring the fill down on it, just so it gives us this kind of like nice coloring, I guess. Now we can grab color balance and just go through it a little bit, maybe bring it towards the reds, the magentas, the greens, the yellow, bluish. And we can go into shadows, do the same, just kind of see what looks good. I'm trying to keep this as general as possible because obviously you guys aren't going to be doing the same shit as me, but wait, this shit's actually tough. Oh my god. So I'm gonna go into camera raw filter and just go through like a couple of our presets here. I do like this one. This one's nice.